I started by cutting the four sides of the frame to length on my miter saw and then ripped them to the right width on my table saw. All of the measurements were based on the size of the TV. Then I cut out a lip on my bandsaw so that the frame can wrap around the edge of the table. When everything was cut, I dry assembled the frame on my table to make sure everything fit correctly. Then I just glued and screwed everything together, countersinking the holes so that the screws would be flush with the wood. Next, I added a shelf to hold game pieces or DnD dice. Rat nails probably would have been strong enough to hold it together, but this was before I had my nail gun. Finally, I sanded the frame and applied a couple of coats of tung oil finish, but not on the areas that would later be epoxy glued. Once the frame was done, I cut all of the acrylic on my table saw. I then taped all of the parts I didn't want to get epoxy on, and then sanded the edges for a stronger hold. I lost the video, but next I applied epoxy to the edges and clamped the acrylic to the frame. Later I found out that I shouldn't have tried to mask the acrylic with tape, since I spent about an hour trying to get the epoxy covered tape off. I then repeated the same process to make the front of the shelf, but this time without the masking tape.